Hey everybody, Hat Creature here. So these are my thoughts on the Boon Totems. Before I get into my actual thoughts on them, I'd like to just do some little tidbits with what I've been testing. So Boon Shadow Step, basically what it does when you're within the range of the totem, you leave no scratch marks and your aura is hidden. So this works against barbecue and chili. This works against bitter murmur. It'll Yeah, it's good. If you're within range of the totem, this is definitely great. So if you don't have a locker handy, or you don't need to waste time with a locker because you're within range of this helps out. And it also works with self-aware, which is the Nancy perk, fixated, I believe it used to be called. And this shows you your scratch marks. And I use this in conjunction with Boon Shadow Step, and it does hide your scratch marks even with this. So you can see them, and you can see them disappear. So that was really cool. This says you can heal yourself without a med kit within range of the Boon Circle of Healing. It says self-care, but that's kind of misleading because self-care is extremely slow. It's like self-care is specifically 50% of the healing speed. But this says 95% speed, so it's kind of misleading when you're actually healing. It is faster than self-care, but it's still called self-care. This is extremely powerful. Okay, now on to my actual opinion. So, I do like them. I do like Boon Totems. I do like them. I think they're fun for survivors. The potential for them to be powerful is there. It is really there. But there are a lot of problems that can come up with this. A lot of horrible problems that behavior, in my opinion, intentionally created. Now, you could say that that's wrong to say intentionally, but we'll get into the problems. So, the problem, number one, is that they're infinite. 100%, nothing you can do about it. Infinite. Totems are infinite. You can bless a dull totem. You can bless a hex totem and create your boon. The killer will snuff it out, and you can immediately, instantly, put it right back there. Anytime. Forever. The entire match. Nothing the killer can do to stop it. So you have a totem, and you can replace it whenever you want. Killer can do absolutely nothing about it. So if your entire squad of Survive with Friends all have both of these totems, which I don't think you should, to be honest. If all four of you are running totems, I don't think you should have both of them. Maybe one of you should just have this one, but all of you should have this one. That's bad. Now, there are 5 totems on the map. 4 of them would be giving you healing blessings. Perhaps all 4 of them are hiding your scratch marks. That covers a very large piece of the map. So a Survive with Friends squad can abuse these perks by putting them all over the place, permanently hiding your scratch marks and your auras at all times, permanently giving everybody a healing bonus in the middle of a chase. Before a chase. After a chase, that's always good after a chase. But Survive with Friends can just abuse these perks. And the killer has to choose. Does he want to see scratch marks ever? Does it suck that they can just heal whenever the hell they want? Completely bypassing Legion, bypassing Thanatophobia, Sloppy Butcher, every anti-healing perk ever? Does he want to go around the map, not defending gens, not hunting people, but always going after a totem that's just going to get replaced? That's wrong. That's another problem right there. Everything wrong with these totems is specifically geared towards killer. And Survivor Remains, some of them may say that that's okay. Those people are wrong. They will always be wrong because they don't think about other people other than themselves. That's wrong. Basically, It's just too powerful for the killer. And it's not fair, to be honest. It's not fair that killers have been begging behavior, as always, and behavior ignores them because that's what they do. Begging to replace their totems. Like, hey, if one of our totems get destroyed, can we choose another totem to bring it back? Oh, yeah, we got you Hex Undying, bro. There you go. That's good, right? That's what you wanted, right? Not really, but hey, it's cool. And now survivors get to do it. Survivors get to permanently have totems. Killers can't. And I actually had someone tell me that the survivor totems are not equivalent to killer totems, but that's the thing. They still are, because they can be exploited and abused by survive with friends. These perks can make them stronger. This one alone can make it stronger for killer. I mean survivor, because most of the map there won't be any scratch marks, and killers use that to track long distance. Now, up close in a chase, you don't really need it that much, but if you're trying to find someone and you don't really see them, but you see scratch marks, you know somebody's there. You know they're in the area, but you won't get that. It's powerful, man, and it's just not fair. Like, sure, I get it. Like, if you have Devour Hope and Survivor destroys it and you're already at 3 tokens, yeah, it would be incredibly powerful if you could bring it back. That's what Undying is for. It just switches the totem. Technically, you have 2 totems. No matter which one you break, you still have your perk. And then that one gets destroyed, there you go. I think that's fine. I'm not saying that killers should be able to recycle their totem, but why should survivors? Why are they so powerful that they can do something that killers can't? Why are killers so weak? Why are survivors so special that they can do it, but killers can't? I'm not saying the perks are powerful by themselves or in a solo squad, but Survivor with Friends can abuse it. And it can easily be changed. It can be balanced if behavior chooses to. Because that's the thing. These are incredibly powerful. They can be. And it's not an oversight from behavior. Because, one, if it was an oversight by behavior and they just don't understand, then after that means after 5 years, they, one, don't know how to design their own game, and 2, choose not to know how to design their own game because they refuse to listen to community feedback until it's overwhelming and there's competition. So there's that. Then there's option 2, which is they just choose to make things worse. Either one of those options are bad, and one of those is true because of these things. How can they be changed? How can they be fixed? Simple. Perhaps a counter. Perhaps you have a limit to how many times you can bless a totem. Maybe you can only do it once. How's that? Once. How about the totems give off a sound whenever the killer is nearby so that he knows they're there? What if there's a cooldown after you destroy it? Like a minute cooldown before you can redo that totem. How's that? Like you can only do it twice per match, or it wears off after a time. Like maybe the totem itself isn't permanent. Maybe you put it down and it only lasts for a minute 30, maybe 2 minutes, maybe. Because I know killer perks, some of them last that long. Corrupt Intervention, for example, that lasts 2 minutes maximum. So maybe you can have a 2-minute maximum totem, and then it goes away, and then that's it. So you have to choose where to put it and when to put it. Or you can just have a massive cooldown after you do it. It's gone. Okay. Now you have a cooldown. You can't put it on that totem, and you definitely can't put it on any totem at all until the cooldown is over. That forces survivors in a squad to do it one at a time. They can all choose to do it at the start of the match. You know, just waste time all going to totems and blessing them. And then, if they all get snuffed out, then, you know, each one of those people has a cooldown. And so they have to do it like one at a time. Or, I don't know, that might be too powerful. 2 minutes, because the killer has to go around the entire map snuffing them out. And he's not going to know where all the totems are. There's that too. Killers don't know where the totems are because they're not paying attention to totems. They shouldn't have to pay attention to totems because they have to pay attention to gens and they have to pay attention to kills. That's what they have to pay attention to. Forcing the killer to pay attention to something other than that means that they lose. That's what these are as well. They have to look for totems. You know that the totem exists because you hear it, but they don't know where it is, especially if they're not paying attention because they're chasing somebody or they got pallet stunned. That's bad timing, but it can happen. And fuck you because you got pallet stunned. You suck. You don't know where the totem is. You didn't even know that there's a totem because you got pallet stunned. Because you're paying attention to your actual objective. You're a loser for not knowing that people are just getting healed in a corner. Passively. Just run over there and then they can just start healing themselves. Just wrap it up, boy. That's not right. They have other things to worry about. That's wrong. And there has to be balance here. There has to be some way to weaken it to a limited use. Why is it infinite when killers can't get that? Killers have some powerful totems. But still, they have 2 perks to get that. You have all of that killers want in 1 perk. It's not balanced, and behavior knows that. They know that. They're going to wait for the outcry from killers. And then the survivor mains, the especially toxic ones, the people who make a living off of this game, some of them, you know, will be on the fence about it. Some of them will outright defend it, just like they defend stretch res. A whole bunch of people will defend it, a whole bunch of people will attack it, and behavior knows this. They know what's going to happen. And they're okay with it because they want that. They designed it to be this way because it divides the community. It creates tension. It creates drama. And they're the savior. They will come in and fix the problem that they created because they care about you. Because that's what they always do when they break something on purpose. They come in, make it obscenely wrong, and fix it. But not in the way people say it should be, because it's their game. They won't make it good. They'll make it acceptable. So that even if you still complain, you're still wrong. I don't like behavior and I don't like the business practices. Anyway, that's all I have for the totems. How do you feel about it? I think there should be a limit to how you use these totems. Other than that, I love them. I especially love this person. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to get emotional about it. But yeah, I especially love the character, and the perks are fun. I'm going to be playing this character a lot. So anyway, that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts. Yeah, I just want to know your thoughts. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. I'm excited for this character coming to the game. Even after, despite everything I said, I am excited to play this character. And she's probably going to be my #1 player now. So, have a great day.